Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Nash Rathbone here again. As you can see, Lansky have sent me a sample of their brand new Roadie in for review. It is a little multi-tool. You can clip onto your pack or your belt or your trouser belt loop or whatever. I'll tell you what we ought to do, guys, is get it off this bit of cardboard and have a look. Right then, a couple of clips with this little fellow, and we'll have it off with any luck. 1, 2, and there we go. Check that out. Very nice. Right, let's have a closer look. And here it is then, guys. We have a little Phillips screwdriver here. A pry bar just here. This bit, the V notch, is a pry bar. A flat bladed screwdriver just there. A bottle opener, which Mrs. Rathbone will be having a go at fairly shortly. Some hex wrenches here. We have a carbide knife sharpener. As you can see, there's an inch ruler along the top here. A cordage cutter, or whatever else we can get in there, we'll try and cut up. And obviously a carabiner. What's it like on the other side? Well, we've got Lansky lasered in here. Turn him over. We have a Roadie and a metric scale just there. Wow. And I would just like to thank Lansky Sharpeners for sending this in for me to review. Thank you very much, guys, much appreciated. Okay, let's take a look at a few dimensions of it, shall we? Bring in the tape measure here. Now then, I've measured this little fellow up. My measurements, I have 86 millimeters in length, 24.7 mil depth. The stock thickness on this thing is 2.5 mil. 2.5 mil. And the overall width on the thing, between here and here, I make it 7.4 mil. So what does it weigh? You're looking at 24 grams or 3/4 of an ounce. And as a size comparison, I have one of these little mini pocket pry bars, so you can see how small the Roadie is. Okay, so what have we got on here? We have a flat bladed screwdriver, we have a little Phillips screwdriver, we have a little knife sharpener, and I've got a couple of knives in mind we can try sharpening with that. We have some hex wrenches here, carabiner, and a little what they call like a cordage cutter. And what we'll do is we'll get the bits of bag in and see what that can cut up, shall we, guys? Right, here's the bits of bag. Mrs. Rathbone will be trying out the bottle opener very shortly, but let's have a look in the meantime, see what the cordage cutter can do. We'll start with some paper. Obviously it's not designed for cutting paper, but I like to try paper with these sorts of things just to see how sharp they are. Is it going to cut it? It's not designed to cut paper at all, and no, it's not. Okay. So it's not going to cut paper. I very much doubt whether it'll cut cardboard either, but we'll give it a go. No, it's not going to cut cardboard. Let's have a look what we got here then. Did I have some... well, there's some of that cheapy rope stuff. Well, we can use it in its normal form. Just give it a try. Get it in there. See if it'll cut that. If I can keep hold of it. Is it going to do it? Let's have a look. Yeah, it did cut one bit. It's not easy to keep hold of a little bit, but good grief, hang on. Where's the end of the... here we are, here's the rope proper. Now I've got a proper bit to get hold of, so I can actually get hold of it, guys. Get it in there. Yep, it's done it quite nicely when you get the right size bit, so you can actually get hold of it. Where is... oh, here we are. If I can get hold of it again, here we are. There's a bit of speaker wire here. Let's try some speaker wire through it, so we can chop its way through that. Soon find out. Get it in there. Yes, it's just a little uncomfortable to hold when you've got something pretty strong like speaker wire. Now then, let's try, if I can find the end of it, that is, where is it? Here we go. This is 24020 copper, 24 strands of almost 1/4 millimetre copper here. Try that through it. Should handle it fairly well, I would have thought. Yep, done. What else can we try? What about... aha. Maybe, if I can find one in here somewhere, there might be a little small... there we go. There's a little tie wrap, very small one. I'll loop that over so I can get hold of it, hopefully. Get that in there. And what about a little tie wrap then? No, that cut through there quite nicely actually. That was very easy. So that's good then. Have I got any parachute cord in here? Right, got some parachute cord. This is paracord. This is a 550 paracord that you're all familiar with. Let's try that. Get it in there. It's difficult to keep hold of this thing. Blimey. If I could keep hold of it. There we go. It's you've not got a great deal to hold on to really, but it's done it. That's good. Here's an interesting point. Let's try some of Link's seatbelt. I'm not expecting a great deal of this. We'll give it a go though. So we can take a chunk of Link's seatbelt off, shall we? I don't think I'm going to be able to because I can't really get hold of it like this. Right, as I'm going to take this down to the workshop in a minute, I'll take the seatbelt with me and I will trap it in the vise and see what it's like. But anyway, as you can see, it'll cut a few bits and pieces up. Right, so what's this little thing like to carry about? Here are my house keys. Well, that's very easy then. Cart it around on your house keys. Clips on and off very easily. My car keys, exactly the same thing again. There's my EDC kit. Let's get into that. And I'll pop it on the little carabiner here, like so, and it tucks in there. An absolute treat. And of course we can clip it onto the belt loop on your trousers, look. Right then, let's get it down to the workshop and see what we can do with it down there, shall we? And here we are in the workshop. The first thing I think we're going to do with the Roadie is we're going to have a go at this seat belt in the vise here. Let's have a look what it can do, shall we guys? Well, it's doing it, but it's a bit of a struggle. But if it's all you had, here we go. So there we go. If that's all you had and you needed to escape a seatbelt, the little Roadie can manage it. Okay, so here I have several different sizes of screws here. We've got some slotted head screws here and some Phillips screws. We'll see what the Lansky can put into our favourite piece of wood, shall we? Alright, so we'll start off by making a hole just about here. and we'll pop this little Phillips in first and see what she can do with that, shall we? Right, let's give it a turn and see what happens. Is it driving it into the wood? Let's have a look. I think it is. Yes, it is. It's going in there. And quite easily too. There we are. That's that one done. There's the awl. Make a hole next to it. There's a slightly larger Phillips screw. Pop that in. See if we can handle that one then. It's probably a bit on the large size for it. Yep. You can't quite manage a large one like that. Although it's giving it a try, look. If we press hard enough on it, it's doing it. Oh, I think it's going to strip the head of the screw if anything. What about this one? Can this one go in there? No. Alright, and so we'll have to do a pass on that one then, guys. Do you think the little Roadie can manage this large Phillips? Let's have a look. Make a hole. Pop him in. Right, obviously, well, yes, it's going to turn it for a little bit with the Phillips, but it is going round in the head. So what we'll do is we'll use the flat side of things. Now we can drive him in. There we go, look. Fits in there a treat. So that's making me wonder if I'd have tried the corner of this driver in this smaller screw here, whether we could have actually made a go of it. Well, I'll tell you what, hang on a sec, let's get this big screw out of here for a minute. Right, let's try the corner in there. Yep, just about, I think. You won't get it in very far though, unless we swap out to this corner. But it's a bit difficult. It's obviously not designed for that sort of thing. Let's switch over to the slotted screw, shall we? Make a little hole there. Put this little one in. Oops. Not so easy to stabilise with a flat driver, is it? There we go. Oops, fell off. Made a nice cut into the wood there. Yes, it's driving that one in quite nicely. So what about a slightly larger size screw then? Let's go ahead and make a little hole in the wood. Where is it? There it is, slightly larger screw. Get him going in there a bit. Then we get the flat blade in there. Should be a lot easier to turn this one because it'll fit in the slot better. There we go. So it's pretty good at putting screws into wood then. I mean, I don't suppose for one moment it was designed for putting screws into wood, but it's not doing bad at all. Good. Lansky call this part a pry bar. So what we'll do is see if it can get this nail out. This nail is this size, and I've driven it into this chunk of wood here. Let's give it a go then. I don't think it's designed for working. Oh, I don't know though. Here it comes. It's coming out a bit. Let's turn him over so we can get under it a bit more. And yes, there it goes. Doing a pretty neat job there. Can we? No, we can't pull him out like that. I'll tell you what we can do though. Put it under here, look. And hopefully, there we go. Brilliant then. Not bad. Okay, let's take a look at these hex drivers here, shall we? Throughout my extensive collection of nuts and bolts, I was only able to find this one that would fit the middle, so shall we say, wrench here. I couldn't find one to fit this one here, and I certainly couldn't find one to fit the larger size hole here. What I'll do is I'll have to get me vernier in and measure these up to ascertain what size they actually are. And one thing I was disappointed with, I couldn't get a standard bit in any of these holes here, and these wrenches here, which is a bit of a shame. I think it would have made the tool a little more versatile if we could have actually got a bit in there. You know, you can use it like a T driver. Shame that. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll pop this into the vise here, and we'll have a look, see what it can do. Right, and let's just run it down. There we go. Get the Roadie on it. See what we can do, shall we, guys? Oh, it's fell out the vise, look. Try again. Get a bit of grip. Right. Okay. There we go. So it's done it up nice and tight then. What about undoing it? Cool, yeah, I've done that up tight. Oh, there we go. So it will, if you can find the right size of nut and bolt, it will actually do a fairly good job on it. Okay, let's take a look at the knife sharpener now, shall we? Lansky say on the packet, just 3 or 4 strokes and it's sharp. Let's give it a go. Those of you who have seen the reviews of the bird turn clone and this Schrade SCHCC1 will know that I couldn't get this blade sharp, and this one wasn't very sharp at all, and I said to you that I was going to keep hold of this one until such time as I got the Lansky in. So let's give them a go, see if we can sharpen them both up, shall we? Let's give the bird turn a go on a bit of paper, see what it's like at the moment. Well, it's kind of cutting it, but it doesn't really want to start, as you can see. So let's put the paper down, get the Lansky in, and see what we can do. 1, 2, 3. Okay guys, so I've had to give the bird turn clone a bit of a workout with the Lansky Roadie, because I don't think the factory edge was all that good at all really. But let's have a look now, shall we? There we go. If I do my part, well, I'm not very good at this at all, but I can assure you this edge is a lot better than it was originally when I got it. There we go, much better. What about the little Schrade? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's much better too. It's not a push cut by any means, but still a lot better than it was. What about the seat belt? Let's try the tip of the Schrade again, shall we, on the seat belt? I don't think it did very well in its original test. That's a bit better, look. Now the bird turn clone, let's have a look. Yep, nice and sharp. Right then, let's head into the kitchen and see how Mrs. Rathbone gets on with the bottle opener then, shall we?
Right, this time I'm going to give the Lansky Roadie a go this time, see if it's going to work. No, not that time. Can't get a grip.
Like to push forward a bit as you push into the bottle, you know.
I just can't get it to grip. Oh, there it goes. Started it off.
Hey!
And once you get it started, that's okay. It's just getting it started, really.
Yeah, and of course you don't have very strong hands either, do you?
No.
But than that, what do you think of it?
It's hard to get a grip on it because it's quite small. I mean, someone with big hands, I think that would be even harder.
What about, yeah, because you've not got all that much of a grip really, have you? You haven't got a physical grip in your hands, have you, really?
Well, I have, but it's just like, it's the shape. It's, if it digs into your hands, you can see I was moving my hands about a lot, so to try and get a good grip on it. But it's not the best one, but okay, it worked in the end. It's
a good as a sort of like a backup, sort of, if you haven't got anything else.
Yeah, it will work, but it's not the best one, so...
Let me have a quick look at it, because my hands are a bit stronger and bigger, look, so I can probably get a much better grip of it than you did. So I might be able to, you know, pop it a lot easier. Somebody with strong grip like myself might get on with it better. So I've got a much firmer grip.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so here we are back from the workshop via the kitchen. I will have to say that I did have to do a bit of work on this knife to get it reasonably sharp, because I don't believe that the because it's only a cheap clone, I don't believe the original factory edge on here was all that good at all, but it's certainly hugely improved on what it was. This one's also been helped along the way. It's got a much better edge on it now too, thanks to the little Roadie here. Mrs. Rathbone did struggle to get the bottle cap off, but then she doesn't really have a very good grip of things really. She very often asks me to open things that she can't get off. She just hasn't got this kind of a strong grip at all really. I mean, I've got a really strong grip, so it'd be interesting for me to try it on a bottle, but I only have one bottle of cider a week. I'm not a big drinker, I have to say. As you can see, it's pretty good at putting screws in. I wonder if there's been any damage to the screwdriver tips. Let's take a look at that. Right then, I can't see any damage to the Phillips screwdriver bit here, and there is no damage either to the flat driver. I mean, there's a little bit of possibly, you know, the finish has come off a little bit, but there's not a lot. The finish has been fetched off the pry bar section here, but then we were giving it a lot more welly than probably we should have done, but it still fetched that screw out quite nicely. No damage at all, and there's no damage to the spanner section either, the little hex wrenches here. So yeah, not bad at all really. It's stood up quite well to my testing. With regard to these hex bits here, hex driver bits here, I think personally I would have liked to have seen some compatibility with these driver bits here. That would have made the little Roadie quite a lot more flexible, to be honest with you, you know, to put a few extra screws in there, but unfortunately they just won't fit in at all. It's a shame that. I think Lansky may have missed an opportunity there. Other than a few little bits, I quite like this little fellow. It's quite well made, it's quite strong, it works quite well. What do you guys think of it? Are you thinking of buying one? If you are, please let me know down below in the comments. I would just like once again to thank Lansky for sending it in to me. Thank you very much, guys. I know it's available for sale fairly shortly. It's good of you guys to send it in ahead of that schedule there. Okay guys, so what do you think then? Please let me know in the comments down below if you like it. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, this is your first look at my channel here, please consider subscribing, because it does help me very much indeed. If you do subscribe, please click the little bell here. That'll give you the option to receive updates as and when I put videos out there. You can also follow me on Instagram. Those who do follow me on Instagram will have already seen this the day it came in through the letterbox. I have also got a brand new Patreon page as well. Hopefully you guys will consider signing up there as well, you know, helping the channel out in that way. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Thank you very much to Lansky for sending this little Roadie in for you know, a first look for me. Thank you very much guys. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate your support of the channel. So what do I think of the little Roadie then? Well, I think enough of it that it's going to live in my EDC kit. This is where it's going to spend the rest of its days, I think, in here. Like so. Alright then guys, thanks for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the review. I certainly enjoyed bringing it to you. Yes, quite like the little thing. It's quite handy to have in your EDC kit. Alright then guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye!
Rough.